And across Manhattan, hundreds gather in a silent tribute to those who died to the fight against terror.
News Channel 5's Michael Williams is the only local reporter covering 9/11 events in New York. He joins us live now from near Ground Zero with more on preparations for this solemn day. Good evening, Michael.
Good evening to you. The site is ready. Ground Zero secured, indeed. Extraordinarily high security throughout New York City, as Steve Handelsman reported. And across this city today, there was a motto that many wore on their shirts. Remember, reflect, and unite, a sentiment shared here and across the country as we prepare to look in on the official commemoration of the National 9/11 Memorial Site. They united in Lower Manhattan Saturday, hundreds, then thousands of ordinary citizens, hand in hand before the skyline forever altered on 9/11, before the flags that bear the names of all the victims of those terrorist attacks.
It was a horrific event, and it's an event that should be never forgotten. And I think it's vitally important to keep the memory alive.
The National 9/11 Memorial at Ground Zero will keep all those memories alive. On the walls, bathed by the twin fountains that mark where the Twin Towers once stood, the names of the victims are inscribed.
I feel at least give some kind of honor to the people.
343 New York City firefighters were among the victims on 9/11. They rushed into the burning Twin Towers in heroic rescue attempts. 2 Green Acres firefighters came here to pay their respects. Mark Knickerbocker worked in New York City for a private ambulance company on 9/11 and recalls the scene late that first awful day.
Your brain just couldn't comprehend it.
And Green Acres fireman Philip Cones got into firefighting because of the bravery on display that day.
Part of the reason why I got into this field was because of what I saw and wanting to be able to help people in the future.
And so they arrive here at Ground Zero, and a nation gathers as well in reflection once more.
It's something special. It's bitter and sweet. Seeing the tragedy that happened on that day, but then seeing, that we're progressing and we're recovering.
Coming together again 10 years later to remember, always to remember. And we will continue on Sunday to follow the stories of the people from our community along the Palm Beaches and Treasure Coast who have come here to pay their respects to their loved ones who were victims on September 11th, 2001. And now, 10 years later, a time for reflection yet again. Reporting live from Ground Zero, Michael Williams, WPTV News Channel 5.